Greetings adventurers, how the devil are we? So I get asked to review a lot of stuff on this channel, and typically I turn it down because I don't think it's relevant to you guys. Unless it's an exceptional product around metal detecting or anything else. So I did like the Shengmilo bikes, they were great. The Jackery, I thought that was a great product. I tend to not do them. To be honest with you, most are from really aggressive Chinese companies that just, well, they don't ask nicely. However, I was contacted by a company called PrepperDisc, Adam at PrepperDisc. Hi Adam, how you doing, mate? And he said, check this out, you may be interested. So typically I went onto their website thinking, oh, here we go again. And no, what I have here in this Faraday pouch is something I personally think is a bit of a game changer. Concerning the situation if the S hits the F anyway, this is fantastic. Now, PrepperDisc are a small American company, family run, I believe, and I just thought this is something I can get behind. This is something I feel like I believe in, so Adam said, do you want me to send out a copy, a unit? No money was exchanged or anything like that, and I have it in my hands now. And I want to show you guys because I think it's bloody awesome. And I'm going to show you exactly how this works and how important this is in a situation, a survival situation. But before then, what we'll do is we'll do a quick unboxing and then we'll come back here to the forest. Now, we did have a few minor problems getting the unit here to me in the UK, and that's not the PrepperDisc guys' fault. That's UK customers basically. But I think that it's a new company and these things will be ironed out. So it's worth dropping Adam and the team an email if you're interested in getting one of these. So here we have the disc itself. We have this Faraday bag and what looks to be a power unit. I'll just open them up in a second so I can confirm that. Now the Faraday bag is an optional extra. Of course, it's an EMF bag, which will save your little device from those pesky rays, in whatever form they decide to come. Right, let's get one of these opened up. Nicely branded, guys. Right, okay, so this is the power unit. I have a travel adapter for this. Again, I think this might be something that the guys at PrepperDisc get onto if you're into the UK, but that's an easy solve. And here we have the little unit itself. It's smaller than I expected it to be, which is a good thing actually. It's a Raspberry Pi. Okay, it looks like a Raspberry Pi. Yes, a Raspberry Pi. So these are just ingenious little things. Basically, they're mini computers. 1 second, I'm just going to come back and just do a quick recce. Yeah, okay, so this is 2 gig. It's got 2 gig of RAM. Fantastic little things. That SD card there, that'll be the 512 with all of the information on it that you need. Really clever, customizable little things, Raspberry Pis. You can do a hell of a lot with them. So I see why they've gone for this. And if you have a look, yeah, it's just like a real computer. There's the fan inside there. And all of the other hardware bits doing their job. It's durable, it feels quite tough, it feels well made, well, like Raspberry Pis do. And here's the little card here. Now, you've got 2 options, the 512 and I think it's the 246. I'd go for the 512 because you can link 20 people to this unit, and I think you can only do 6 with the other one. The price difference isn't that big, to be honest with you. And of course we have the company branding on the side as well. So what we'll do is we'll give this little fella a good old go in a place that's got no network, right out in the middle of a forest. Right, let's go. One Wi-Fi enabled device, one PrepperDisc, and a battery, portable battery. Now, of course, if you are a prepper, you're going to have a battery. You're going to need a battery of some sort, be it a Jackery, be it a Jenny, be many of these portable batteries, or some other way to charge those particular devices. But these things go on forever anyway, as you probably know. There she is. And we'll just pop it on there like so. Then all we're going to do is plug the battery into the Prepper disc. Stick those guys together like that. Little red light is on. As you can see, there's no Wi-Fi networks anywhere because we're literally in Narnia. Sorry about the screen, it's not a great situation, but that's screens like that, unfortunately. We can now join Prepper disc. Right, which it looks like it's joining itself. Yes, it is, because I've already done this. Now you can use your mobile phone, you can use your laptop, you can use anything that's Wi-Fi enabled. So I presume that also means something like a VR headset, because it's Wi-Fi enabled. Whatever you need. Right, now all we need to do is go to a browser of your choice. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go 10.10.10.10. Hit go. And now we are on the Prepper disc's private and personal internet. And as I said before, 20 people, this is the 512, so 20 people can join this at once. Alright, so this is the Prepper disc's personal and own internet. As I said, 20 people can join this, and it is just jam-packed with really important information. Now, in the first instance, we've got ready.gov. That's the official website of the United States government, which shows you how to prepare for specific situations. Notice how quick this internet is as well. This is Wiki. It's got over 6 million articles, including images and videos. I'm sure we all know how Wiki works. This would come in very handy in a survival situation, I feel. And then we have world maps and satellite photos. Maps, don't want to be lugging too many of them around with you in a situation like this. So we go to the United Kingdom, that's where I am. Look how quick it is. It's ridiculous. And then the next page is MD-Wiki, which is a medical encyclopedia with videos. 50,000 healthcare articles from Wikipedia covering, I'm guessing, probably pretty much every ailment that a human can go through. Next is WikiHow, fantastic page, 100,000 illustrated how-to guides on topics like health, animal care, car care, and more. You know how WikiHow works. So if we go up here and just put, I don't know, urban survival, and we have hundreds and hundreds of articles and how-tos. Let's have a quick look. 4 ways to, it's partners cheating. Ugh, wrong type of survival, but there's plenty others here. Emergency evacuation kit for work. Yeah, it's all there. Fantastic. Right, and then we're just going to go back on the browser. Khan Academy Lite. It's the offline version of the Khan Academy that includes thousands of learning videos and quizzes. It's an educational thing. Very, very important. Sorry I missed Project Gutenberg Library in English. Over 60,000 classic ebooks for you to read if you're getting bored out there in the apocalypse. The next page is iFixit, the free repair manual, where you can learn to fix, well, pretty much anything. And then we have Medline Plus, which is another library of medicine. Then we have the Sustainable Living Exchange, Q&A for folks dedicated to a lifestyle that can be maintained indefinitely. So this is just answers from people that have experience through this, but it's all documented for us to use. So, for example, producing my own energy options in an urban area with windows but no roof access. There's tons there. Then we've got military medicine, we've got TED Talks on farming, TED Talks on natural disasters, so that's videos as well, nuclear survival skills, brilliant book, Crescent H. Kearney, it's a PDF, and don't forget you can load this with your own PDFs, and information and videos and text as well, so you can go ahead and, if you find something that you find interesting, like my book there for example, I could literally just take pictures of the page, or I can find a PDF version online and stick it on here. Post-disaster resource library, food for preppers, tons of, Dutch oven cookbook, even colonial New England recipes, camping recipes, thousands, I think. I don't know if there's thousands here, but it wouldn't surprise me, because if not, it's going to be elsewhere. What else we got? A library of knots, every single bloody knot in existence. I've gone through all this already. It's all here. Encyclopedia of knots, knots and sutures for medical use. So I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Here we go, look. And this is all open source stuff, by the way, so they're not nicking this. It's all available to use. You are absolutely, and they are absolutely allowed to use all this. That's brilliant, that's handy, very handy. And then we've got insert a USB drive into your Prepper disk to make files available here. So that's all the additional stuff that you may want to put on your Prepper disk afterwards. I have ideas on that. I'm not going to talk about them here. I'll probably talk to Adam about them, because there's some questions I've got about that. But I think that you can really utilise the Raspberry Pi in other ways as well, other than in ways of entertainment perhaps. Fascinating stuff. Here's a small kit bag I've got just to do this video and take Odie out. He's with me here. And here's one of my favourite books of all time. It's called the SAS Survival Handbook. I love this book. I still refer to it to this day. It's a phenomenal work. It's got everything you need concerning the survival situation there. Well, not everything, but a hell of a lot. Everything which is in this book is in the Prepper disk and more. It's not a big, thick, bulky book which can easily get damaged, ruined, and something I've got to lug around with me. If I'm in a survival situation, I don't really want to be carrying books around with me. Although I absolutely love and adore books to this day, I do feel like in a situation like that, although it's tech and it could go wrong, I think that's probably the better option. I just love the idea. I mean, some people might be put off because it's tech. I don't. I'm very much pro tech. I think this is brilliant, and I can use this to learn from in the meanwhile. A lot of people's arguments might be that, well, you know, if the S does hit the F, you're going to be in a situation where you need to learn really quickly. But I've got this now, and I can learn from the articles on it, and then be prepared. There are other things like this on the market, and I've done a little bit of research on it. But as far as I can see, they're like double the price. And I just like the idea of supporting a small company that are trying to do something good. Also, you can see there, you've got a lot of USB ports, other external ports as well. I think that might be an old headphone jack there as well. And that's an Ethernet cable. It's all really interesting. That's what I really like about this thing, is I know Raspberry Pis quite well because I use them in like retro gaming and things. But what I love about them is just that they're so customizable. You could do so much with one of these. I mean, you've got the unit now, and you can add whatever you want to it. I haven't looked. I've got this 512 SD card that Adam's given me. I haven't looked how much space I've got left, but I'm sure that there's. I don't know. I'm sure that there's room. Worst comes to the worst, I'll just get a terabyte and I'll stick that in there instead. So there you go, my friends, the Prepper disk, a quick look. Check out their website in the description below. Thank you, Adam, for sending me a copy. I really think you're onto something good here, mate. I truly believe in this. I think it's brilliant. I hope that the people that watch this video are interested in it in some way as well. Again, check out that link in the description below. No money has swapped hands here. I just think this is great and I want to recommend it to you. Anyway, thank you for watching, my friends, and I shall see you in the next video.